Jesus' request. Beginning in the year 33, participation in Jesus' public life was becoming increasingly competitive as the arrival of many men and women who gave up their personal miseries to join the retinue seeking solace and learning significantly expanded the number of his close followers. The crowd continued to seek him out for crumbs of truth through gifts or advantages, usually physical improvement or spiritual rebalancing. Always eager for some spectacular event, the large crowd of curious onlookers mingled with those in need, increasing the number of those pressing in to see and hear Jesus. Thus, the Master often left a region for more remote places, where he knew most would not be able to follow him, while simultaneously bringing his word of faith and hope in the divine kingdom to more people. In his task, he accepted the company of the 12 who almost always followed him together, as well as many of the 70 and a few others who had joined the Apostolic College. They also had the task of going ahead to announce the Messiah's arrival and prepare a lodging for the Lord so that the groundwork for the task would be in place upon their arrival in that community. Thus, while on one of these visits to the region a little further from the lake, one night, when his followers had already retired after a long day of walking and constant vigilance to protect the Master from the whims of the crowd that approached him, Zechariah was awake, pensive, sitting in the open air and gazing at the sparkling stars in the sky, as if imagining what the future would hold. That night, in the collective conversations, Jesus had alerted everyone, once again, to the news of his departure from earth. He spoke with a different emotion, referring to the atrocities he would suffer and that he would have to bear witness to everything he was teaching people so they could believe it was true. The disciples, naturally, rejected such references, always asserting that this would not happen and that they would defend him, to which they observed Jesus remain silent and smile a sad smile as if to tell them that the facts would prove otherwise. However, in Zechariah's heart, Jesus' words produced a tightness and anguish that night, had kept him awake. How would everyone feel if everything the Master was saying actually happened?